Gloucester forced to go all the way back. Morgan eventually goes long. Halls gets underneath it. He's played it into trouble again now. Jordan Young picks it up. Looks to coincide. Young takes a strike. Curling. Just wide. Did Irwin get a touch on that? Referee says no. Bit of space in midfield. And now look at him in absolute acres, drifting away from the Chorley midfield. Barnett now down the right. Good driven run from Barnett. Gets to the penalty area. Now to the byline. Great run from Barnett. Pulls it back to Marsh Brown. And it's cleared away by Ustabasi, who's back there defending. And now Chorley can counter-attack Hardwell. He's got 4 Gloucester men chasing him down. It's great tracking back from Harrison and Burrows in the end. And calmness personified from Reece Lovitt. But starting to get a bit more action into this one, Tom. Yeah, Barnett does look a real player. On loan from Shrewsbury. Dawson kind of buys himself a free kick there. He probably could have been better off playing on there, Kevin Dawson. But, Gloucester City skipper wins himself a free kick.
Law of averages, Kelsey.
That's it. Oh, Mateo gets a flick on and it's in the back of the net. His first appearance for Gloucester City and a first goal. Gold on Mateo. Gloucester in dreamland, really. It's a dink free kick into the penalty area. Omotayo doesn't have far to rise, but he rose higher than anyone else. And he just glanced it past Irwin. Despairing dive to his left-hand side. And Gloucester are taking the lead 1-0.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a mismatch in there, isn't it, with the centre-backs. I think we said that at the start of the game. If they can put the ball in good areas like O'Sullivan did there, he should be a foot taller and with that jump as well than the other Chorley players, and he's glanced into the corner there, so Gloucester will be pleased with that.
And Harrison pressured by Cardwell, but got a bit lucky there, and the second ball isn't that great from Harrison, to be totally honest, and now Chorley have a chance to come again. Harrison just puts his leg in there on Cardwell. And I think pretty easy decision for the referee there. It's a free kick all day long.
Yeah, Harrison,
4 men in that Gloucester City wall. Interestingly, Ben Morgan is in the wall and Gold Omotayo as well. So Gloucester opting to put the big men in the wall and not the box. Could it come back to haunt them? Tomlinson puts it in there towards him. Oh, it's a great save actually by Reece Lovitt. It was Ustabasi who was in there with the header. Lovitt kind of parried it into the air more than anything. Almost as if Gloucester should have had their big men in the box and not in the wall, but what do I know?
Kelsey, I was confused by that, to be fair, why they put them all in there, because they're never going to shoot from that situation.
Cardwell underneath it again. To be fair, he's won pretty much everything in the air there, as Cardwell. Newby slips it into Ustabasi. He's got Cardwell in the centre. Just pulls it behind him, but coming in there at the back post, it's blazed over by Arlen Birch. And you've got to think, well, number one, that's probably hit my car, and number two, he really should be doing better than that.
Yeah, direct a straight ball into Cardwell, to be fair, and he out-muscled Morgan and, played it to their key player for us, that Ustabasi, number 25, who can run and dribble the ball at pace, but the lad should have scored there at the back stick. So we've got to defend this and start getting on the ball again here. Well, that's a big chance.
Yeah, big chance there. I think it was Lewis Baines, who was the man at the back stick. And it's a corner, short one taken. Ustabasi was alive to it. Gloucester caught napping a little bit. Delivered in towards Cardwell with the header. It's just glanced it more than anything. Didn't get any real connection on it. If he connects there, it's 1-1. But Gloucester escape, but danger not quite clear yet. Tomlinson back to Shenton. Shenton delivers. Lovitt comes out looking to claim, and he does well. It looked for a moment there that Reece Lovitt was, he's taking a heavy landing, Reece Lovitt. Just look for a moment. Omotayo, just a bit of a heavy first touch, and Gloucester have got a little bit defending to do, but Dawson robs his man. Dawson into penalty area. Takes a strike. Dawson, good save from Irwin. Dawson on the follow-up, and it's weak strike in the end. Halls will get it clear. The actual physical change as well, but psychologically, when you bring on a player who scored 12 goals in the league, the top goal scorer in the whole division, it does something for your team's mindset, and it does something for the other team's mindset. But shot comes in from Ustabasi. It's a great save from Reece Lovitt. Hell of a cross from Cardwell to pick him out. Ben Morgan was robbed, really. He won't want to see that one again. Cardwell delivered. Oosterbasi really should be scoring, but take nothing away from the save by Reese Lovett. Gloucester get away with one. Love it.
It's just really
Clears
good.
high. No Gloucester shirt underneath it, though. Halls is really afforded the time and space that he needs to take it down, and receives it again. Cardwell round the corner. Here's Newby with a strike into the back of the net. And it's a great move, you have to say. And it's a great finish. 1-1. You just look at this here from Halls. Nice little ball in. Cardwell round the corner. Newby doesn't even need to take a touch. Knows where he's going to put it into the back of the net. Great finish. And we've got a good game on our hands now. So we've got a chance to do so from this corner. Delivered, backstick, Cardwell the target. Header comes in, great save. It was Halls who was up there. And Lovett gets away to his left-hand side. Halls was free round at the back post. Another real big chance in this game for the Magpies. Got a short corner option on if they wanted it. Cardwell is there, takes a strike on his half volley, just sliced it really. But you got to think, how is a player like that being able to hit it with his foot in the penalty area from a corner? You know, Gloucester looked all at sea from that. O'Sullivan gets in there with the header. Might fall for Young on the edge. Still there, Jordan Young. He's taken one there. Marsh Brown in with a header. Halls gets in there to block it. Still falls to Burrows with the strike. And it's parried by Irwin and fumbles out of play. Gloucester in the ascendancy now, just looking to turn the screw.
I think so. I think probably stay away from Jack James's side. He started really well, hasn't he? I think we needed him on to be really stop Newby's threat. But here he goes again, though, for Chorley.
Here is Cardwell into the box for Hall, I think it was. And it's a great save again from Lovett. Cardwell pulling the strings. Now Barnett takes it in his stride. Cuts inside. Smart move from Barnett. Good driven run this from the Shrewsbury Town lone man. He takes it again into the penalty area. Barnett to the byline. Delivers for McClure. Off the outside of the post. What a chance for Matt McClure. Well, imagine we'll see how long the referee will add on in just a moment. But Gloucester have a free kick to the friend. Tomlinson. Back post. Cardwell around it again. Newby. Dinks it in towards Hall. Golden chance. Big chance for Connor Hall. He was leaning backwards, to be fair to him. Chorley playing a line 10 yards out of their own penalty area. Leadbitter gets in there with the header. It might fall for Leadbitter. Going up against Halls. Turning up against the Chorley back line. Here's Leadbitter. Puts it in across the face of goal. They just needed a touch from someone. Still there, though, with Barnett. Dawson is there to support. Dawson delivers first time. Mensah was underneath it. Cleared by Chorley. O'Sullivan. Dawson back with Barnett. Tom Webb says give him the ball, and that's exactly what he does. Barnett throws a step over. Crosses. Deflected. Goal kick. Somewhat anticlimactic. As we enter the final 30 seconds of play. Full time, Gloucester City 1, Chorley 1. Tom, we'll get your thoughts on that game, and we'll get your man of the match as well. What a game. Whoa, we're breathless up here after that finish to the game. Tom, your man of the match, and summarise that game for us.
Well, I'm definitely going to give it to Reese Lovett. I think he made 2 or 3 really important saves in the game, which enabled Gloucester to get the point today. I certainly think the second half was a much better Conference North game. I think the intensity of the game increased, and there were chances at either end. I think Ryan Barnett was excellent on his debut for Gloucester today. And just unfortunate Matt McClure at the bar with his header towards the end there. But no, I certainly feel a point was a fair result in the end. I don't think either team did enough to shade that. But fair play to Reese. I think that's the best game I've seen him play for Gloucester since I've seen him play probably 3 or 4 times this year.
With Paul Groves, after seeing Gloucester City 1, Chorley 1, it felt in the standard it was a game that City could have won, but also you could have lost in the second half. What was your assessment of the game?
No, good assessment. I think in the first half, felt we, especially early on in the game, I felt we controlled quite a lot, and we put ourselves into good positions, but perhaps didn't make enough use of it at times. But I think deservedly so went in front. But then the second half, to be fair to them, I felt they started well, and then we had a little spell where we perhaps should have made them. Should have punished them really with the opportunities that we had, but was unable to, and in the end they came strong, obviously. And I think that showed in terms of, they've had a rhythm of playing games, and it makes a difference. We've been a month, and no matter what you say with regards to how much you train, how hard you train, that match sharpness, that match fitness takes an effect eventually.